pretty much instantaneously after we saw President Biden drop out, we saw the Democratic Party really coalesce around Kamala Harris. We saw this coordination around Kamala Harris. And if I was part of the Harris campaign, hearing you say these are the best days of the campaign, I mean, I would be feeling a little nervous right now. So she has this momentum. She has seen historic fundraising numbers over the past few days. She has been embraced by Gen Z. Can this last, A? And when do you think it will stop?
Well, 81% of voters across the country view that President Biden took the step aside from the campaign favorably and positively. That includes 90% of Democrats and 55% of independents. So that is, and 55% of independents actually viewed the decision to appoint Kamala Harris as the successor in the campaign, right? So those two data points tell you everything. That while an overwhelming majority of voters in the 80% plus range favored President Biden stepping aside, when it comes to President Harris, right, she still has to make the case as to why voters should vote for her and why she deserves their vote. So, as I mentioned, 55% approve of Biden's decision to endorse Vice President Harris to become the Democratic nominee for president, and that's also 54% of independents, but it's not an overwhelming number. It's almost split. And so that's a data point that shows that the campaign will have to do a lot to secure the vote. And overall, about 25% of voters still say that they have not made up their mind. That's a very important data point. With 25% or a quarter of the electorate still saying that I'm weighing my options, then there's a lot of room for movement in one direction or another.
Do you think because there's so many people who now are undecided that the VP pick matters all the more? Because historically, the vice presidential pick doesn't really help a candidate, but because of the historic nature of Kamala Harris's candidacy here, do you think because she has such little runway left between now and November, that matters all the more?
I think that the vice presidential pick from the Harris camp can matter on a state level basis. And again, you hear rumors of the governor of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro, or Mark Kelly, the senator from Arizona, being on a potential short list of candidates. And that's because both Pennsylvania and Arizona matter amongst swing states. That said, on a national level, it's unlikely to really change the numbers and help her that much, leading us to that old quip in American politics that a vice presidential candidate can only hurt you, but rarely do they help you, or do they help move the numbers on a sustained basis.